from Pepsi last week, and I want to really discuss that partnership first. The world-renowned chef, the Spanish chef, Ferran Adria, I believe, is going to be joining you. And if you can throw some light on what that partnership is and what is the kind of R&D you're making him do.
You know, we are very privileged to have been working with Ferran Adria actually since about 2004, 2005.
Right.
So now that he's looking to close his restaurant, which is only a few weeks away, he's planning to reopen it as a foundation sometime in 2012. We wanted to make sure that we have the privilege of continuing to work with Ferran and to be able to partner with him on creative ideas, because he has his pulse on the future of food, how the cuisines are changing around the world, how tastes are changing, and we expect that by continuing to work very closely with him, he'll be able to provide us those insights that we need to deliver products that remain very, very relevant, if not at the cutting edge of food products in the world.
When you call it a partnership, who will own the IPR of whatever new that comes out of this partnership?
We already have a partnership where we are working. It's something that we are compensating the Ferran for. We work with him very closely on this. So this is something, these ideas that as they come out of it will be owned by PepsiCo.
You've unleashed a host of new flavors, new experiments with your foods in the last few years. How do you decide which flavor will work in which market?
Yeah, that's a terrific question. We've been doing this for many, many years. You know, we started to take our snacks business global around 14, 15 years ago. And in every one of our markets, there's a few things we make sure we have in order to understand what will work best. First, in virtually every one of our markets, we have a highly local team. People who understand the local culture, who understand the local foods. Back in 2000, 2001, we created a program called MasterChef, where we went around to a number of countries around the world, including India, and partnered with a number of different chefs in India. So we've created this map of flavor understanding literally around the world, which we then bring these ideas to. And then we go into the local countries and we do extensive taste testing to understand whether A, they're interesting flavors, and B, whether these are flavors that will stand the test of time in that country.
I'd now like to talk about the Pepsi Refresh project. I believe I want to know how it was conceptualized, how well it did for you in the West, and your plans about bringing it to Asia and, more importantly, India.
Right. So Pepsi Refresh was a natural outgrowth of Performance with Purpose.
Right.
Because what we understood in the US was that our consumers wanted brands to be more than just brands. They wanted them to play a meaningful role in their lives and to be a part of the causes that they care about. Just to give you a couple of statistics, about 76 million votes in 2010 were cast for this program, which is more than what were cast for the US presidential elections.
Right.
We have close to 4 million followers just on this program on Twitter alone. And as a result of 1,000 ideas were funded by us last year out of many, many more that were submitted. And it's just been terrific for us. And we've given away $20 million in 2010 to support those programs.
And your Asia plans?
And so now we are looking to see how do we now translate that for the different requirements of each of the Asian countries, because the way we ran it in the US doesn't necessarily work in other countries, in any one country. So we are working through that. How would we do it? What would be the causes that would be supported? What learnings have we had from our US program? And how do we now move that forward?
To watch more, subscribe to youtube.com/ETNowLite.